We worked on different things.
Yeah.
And maybe we take one, which is e-commerce. Jaimal has been working very closely with Nick, and Andrew and I were sponsoring e-commerce for the group. And it's been great because it was one of those things that came out of COVID. As a group, we always wanted to do e-commerce, but with e-commerce, it's never a good time to do it. But then enter COVID 2020, somewhere through, we decided, you know what, this might be a good time to do it. But beyond COVID, I think there's also the realization that, and we see this a lot from various customers, that will start their journey online, and then they have to go offline to complete that journey. And we thought, maybe we do need to start catering to this demographic that is quite digitally astute. And if you fast forward maybe another 5 years, 6 years down the road, the folks that are, say, 25 today, the folks that are 20 today, those will be, the 25s will be 31, the other guys will be 26. And that's the generation that is very digitally inclined. If you look at digital statistics in this country today, basically 65% of access to digital is by this cohort that is between 18 years and 30 odd years. These are digital natives, in my mind, and we need to be ready for them when they do come. And I think then it makes sense to have an e-commerce platform. I think we're going to learn as we go, but we're going to be ready for that generation when it comes. What are your thoughts, Jay?
Yeah, I tend to agree with Anthony on this, and I think when we started the journey, it was not necessarily looking at prospective buyers within Kenya. We were looking at potentially the diaspora and people who were sort of looking to buy for relatives up country. What I'm also finding, and what we're seeing as we've sort of been developing the platform and working with the team, is a lot of people do start their journey online. Now, what ends up happening is they still want to look and feel, and they'll come to one of our branches, whether it's a distributor or a service center, and physically touch and feel the products. Now, what then ends up happening is they'll have to go back, they'll make a decision, they'll communicate with different sort of players involved, whether it's at home or if it's for a church as an example, but then they have to come back again. Now, this now actually allows consumers who don't necessarily want to come back. They've come, they've seen, they know what they want. They can now complete their journey online. And it actually just makes life easier. And a lot of what we're doing is we're putting the sort of control and the power in the consumer's hands. So they can actually pick and choose what they want, and we're giving them the full, solutions in the allied products. And we want to take this even further, and we want to start giving a platform for our distributors so that they then can actually log in and check various different bits regarding their account and their statements as well. So we want to, and we view this as not just a static thing that we've done and it's finished. This will be a new channel and a living, breathing thing that will constantly be evolving and modifying as technology changes and as we adapt and we move forward as well. So I think, it's a lot more futuristic in mind. It's not just for today.
Yeah, and actually what we see as well is, if you think of South Africa, where you have Super Roof, by the end of this year, we're probably going to have close to 42 Super Roof stores, maybe 40. Yeah. But this could actually be fantastic for Super Roof, because the point that Jay made, sometimes a lot of the purchases that are made in Super Roof stores are by people that are in the metros, and they're buying on behalf for either you're buying for your mom or you're buying for yourself to build. Suddenly the footprint of Super Roof becomes national, because today it's very regional. This could help us to make it national. So I think it has different plays, but I'm glad that we've had a very good team behind that has been working on this. I think the business units have seen, I think they all acknowledge the fact that it's not a now thing, so nobody's going to be pushing for, how many millions of dollars are you putting into e-commerce today, but at least across all the business units, they see the value in doing this, and they see the value in doing it today, because I think it's going to be a fantastic learning process. And I think it's better we learn now so that by the time we've got more people going there, we're going to be ready.